Hi, this is Kamera. My first few minutes with God, day number 173, Proverbs chapter 30 and 31. The sayings of Agur. He says he's weary and worn out. He calls himself stupid and he lacks common sense. And he claims he does not know God. And then he goes on to say, who but God goes up to heaven and comes down to earth? He holds the wind in his fist. He created the entire world. What is his name? What is his son's name? Every word of God proves true. Do not add to his words, or God will expose you as a liar. Then he said, Lord, never let me lie. And he says, never make me too rich or too poor. He says, just give me just enough to be satisfied. Because if I'm too rich, I may deny you. And if I'm too poor, I may steal. He says, never slander a co-worker. Then he says, some people are pure in their own eyes, but are filthy and unwashed. He says, the adulterer consumes their spouse. Then says, what's wrong with that? Like, what did I do, right? And then there's these things that he's curious about or confused about. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but I'm going to tell you what he's confused about. He says there are three things that are never satisfied. No, there are four that never says enough. Then he says there's three things that amazes me. No, four he doesn't understand. Three things that make the earth tremble. No, actually, four that it cannot endure. Four things on earth that are small but unusually wise. Three things that walk stately. They have stately strides, right? No, they actually strut. Four that actually strut. Then he says, stirring up anger causes quarrels. Then you have the saying of King Lemuel. These are things that his mother taught him. He says, don't waste your strength on women. He says, it is unwise to guzzle wine. And the reason why is because you cannot rule justly. He says, wine, it's for the dying so they can forget their troubles. He says his mother also taught him to speak up for those who cannot speak up for themselves. Ensure justice for those who are being crushed, like the poor, the helpless. Isn't that something? See that they get justice. His mother was pretty wise. Who can find a virtuous woman, a capable wife? She is more precious than rubies. Her husband fully trusts her. She greatly enriches her husband's life. She brings her husband good, not harm, all the days of her life. She is energetic and hardworking. She takes care of her family. Make sure they're fed, make sure they're warm. She sounds like she sounds like a smart businesswoman as well. And she helps the poor. She's very kind. She speaks in kindness. She's confident and clothed in strength and dignity. She speaks with wisdom. Her children, they stand and they bless her. Her husband praises her. Charm is deceptive. Beauty does not last. But a woman who fears the Lord will be greatly praised. Some good words here, guys, but there you have it. That's day number 173, Proverbs chapter 30 and 31. You have a God-filled blessed day.